All right, testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, it looks like it should be good. Maybe music might be a little bit loud actually. Hold on, let's. There we go. No, music should be a good volume. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. All right. Anyways, yes, Tardito, welcome on in, welcome, welcome. I get the feeling we'll be seeing some more people, but I'm gonna let them trickle on in. Before I forget though, I'll just do this now for the VOD watchers. VOD watchers, this is for you. These few minutes or however fucking long, this is for you. So, behold, the world's 9th greatest detective and independent investigator. It is I, Osian W.D. Whitlock, at your service. And today, yeah, we're just doing a yap sesh. I wanted to take it easy today, and usually, whenever I think of taking a stream easy, I think of either Valheim or just chatting, and I didn't feel like playing Valheim today. I mean, I kind of did, but then I was like, I already put just chatting on the schedule, so we're just gonna chat. Welcome, old man. Okay, so I feel the need to clear this up. This is... I've been saying it for so long. This is just my natural hair color. People just assume... You don't know how old I am. You don't know. What if I'm super young and spry and not feeling like my bones creak and not feeling like every time I'm walking upstairs I can literally hear my knee popping? Which, by the way, is a real fact, and I'm very worried about my knee and that it's gonna give out any day now. But, what if I'm just fucking... Yeah, as I said, forever 18. That's me. Wait, no. I can drink legally. Forever 21. Wait, okay, hold on. What's the name of the clothing brand store? Is it Forever 18 or Forever 21? I actually don't know. It's apparently Forever 21. Yeah, like the clothes. That could be... That's me. Jog, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I really need to just set some kind of reminder to myself to always set up... So I need to open up a separate application to actually get the roll call to start working. That's why the roll call doesn't work sometimes. It's because I have to open up something else separately. Like, so I've got OBS, I've got VTube Studio. Right now, I've got my music playing in its own source, like that, and I'm just sharing desktop audio. And I have to have something else open. And I have Google Chrome open so I can look at YouTube chat. Hi, YouTube chat. How am I? You know what? I'm pretty good. All things considered, not a bad day today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack open a cold one of a non-alcoholic beverage because it is a weekday, and I'm gonna talk about that. So we're gonna do this. I've actually... Oh, shit. Damn, that's might be the only time I've ever done that. So whenever I pull out cans of anything I'm gonna drink, I like to juggle it for, like, to myself for a moment. And I don't think I've ever dropped it until just now, right? So I can, like, throw it up. I'm just, like, throwing it to myself, like, in between my hands, and I'll, like, do tricks and, like, flip in the air and shit. Don't think I've ever dropped it. And you know what? It dropped directly onto my stomach, and it's cold as hell. So, that's fun. Anyways. Oh, shit! Apparently, dropping it made it way fizzier than usual. Oh shit, I mean, I guess that makes sense. But it's bursting out. Okay, hold on. There's only one way to do this. Eddie, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. A fellow detective, if you're not aware, Eddie Knox is a new Irium streamer who I am very excited to get to know. Yes, welcome on in, my fellow detective. Fellow rodent-loving detective, even. But hold on, let's open up this can. This is going to be a mistake. Oh, okay, I already got rid of, like, all the fizz. Oh, we're good, okay. So I've got, like, this... Okay. Story time, right? Be me. Something I do is, at my apartment complex, my washer, or, like, the laundromat at my apartment complex, terrible hours. They just do not work. And... Or, like, I've never gone to the laundromat at my apartment complex whenever it's open, because I don't fucking know what its hours are. And I cannot adjust my schedule or anything. And every time I'm able to go and see, it's just not open. So what I've done is I live not too far from, from Mama Whitlock, right? So what I'll do is I'll ride my bike over to her place and just let her do laundry with, like, in her own washer and dryer. Because, like, she's actually got her own. And so I just ride my bike over there with a big ass duffel bag, which, by the way, is really annoying, actually. Especially, a windy day, it hurts my shoulder so fucking bad. But yeah, ride my bike over there with my fucking duffel bag of like 20 pounds of clothes. And then, or like whenever I need to refresh on like laundry detergent for us, because I just buy laundry detergent for her as well as a sort of thank you. And so whenever I need to refresh, that'll be in there as well. And that shit's not, light, right? So, it just makes it even heavier. So, ride my bike over there, takes however long, and... hold on, name, Lucy. I always, anytime you join in, maybe I should just call you by your username, Pink Cherry Blood. Maybe that will be much easier for me, but whatever. Welcome on in, welcome with my boyfriend right now. Hope you're good, bro. I'm doing very well, actually. Oh, that's right, I was gonna talk about that in a moment, but I've already started story time. And you know what? That's a skill I need to work on. I am terrible about going on a rant, just starting to ramble, and then just going on a tangent and just never returning to my story. Shiny Drake of Soul, welcome on in, welcome. Like, it's honestly such a terrible habit of mine. So, this is me saying, that is the goal. So now, we're going to end this tangent now, so we can go back to the story that I was telling, and then I'll go to talking about how my day was today. Hi, Rika, welcome on in as well, welcome. So, I was riding my bike over to Mama Whitlock's place recently in order to, drop off my laundry, and I go in, and I see that she's drinking, like, this soda, right? And she's like, hey, you want to try the soda? I'm like, sure. So I've never, don't recognize it, never seen it before in my life. It's some off-brand, zero sugar, like, vanilla cola or whatever. And I try it, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty damn good. And then she's like, okay, cool. It's all yours. She pulls out all of it that she has in her fridge. She's like, this is the worst shit I've ever tasted in my life. Get it out. Please, just since you're already here, just take it back with you. And I was like, fucking okay. I'm cool with that. So, now I've just got like this zero sugar vanilla cola that I've been sipping on recently, which, you know what? I think is fucking delicious. I think it's great. Same thing where I recently found out I hate Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew to me it's just so fucking, like, I feel like it is radioactive and I am just pumping sugar directly into my blood, like, my fucking veins, right? Like, I feel like I can feel a difference after drinking any amount of Mountain Dew. But I recently tried zero sugar Mountain Dew. That shit's fucking delicious. Loved it. Absolutely adored it. So I might, next time I go shopping, I genuinely might get myself some zero sugar Mountain Dew, which I feel like is the kind of thing where if I'm out at a fucking grocery store and I see somebody's grabbing the zero sugar shit, I'm like, either you do not have taste buds or you're on a diet, which, I mean, on one hand, may be good for you, right? Doobie, thank you for the resubscribe. Thank you. So it's on one hand, it's like, oh, well, good for you for going on a diet. And if you're not on a diet, then what the fuck is wrong with you? But you know what? I can't fucking speak anymore because I'm really enjoying this. And the zero, what I've got here, and the zero sugar Mountain Dew, they're fucking good. Now, something like Dr. Pepper, no. I genuinely think you have to be a sociopath to drink zero sugar Dr. Pepper. Or this might be a really wild take. I don't know. I think you just have to be a sociopath to drink Coca-Cola, just in general. Fucking Coca-Cola, despise it. Hate it. It is disgusting and vile. It should be wiped out from the face of this planet. which is weird because I really like Pepsi, and I'll speak to people and they'll be like, well, Coca-Cola and Pepsi taste the same. No, they fucking don't. They are so obviously different. Like, there's a really nice undertone to drinking Pepsi, right? Like, it's got such a nice aftertaste. Coca-Cola is just shit. Just absolutely straight shit. You take that back? What do you mean you... No, I've got my own fucking opinion, and you've got an incorrect one. That's what I'm fucking hearing. So, I think you just need better taste buds. You know what you need? You need zero sugar Mountain Dew. It's probably better for you, maybe. Actually, I somehow feel like zero sugar Mountain Dew is still probably worse for you than, like, normal Coca-Cola. Like, probably, right? But, look, I don't even fucking remember. Zero Sugar Monster is the only one I would bother with. It's not bad. Zero Sugar Monster is honestly not bad at all. Pepsi is gross and overly sweet. I'm calling you out to a boxing match. Oh, I fucking win that so easy. I fucking, you know, I am not professionally trained in any kind of fighting. That said, I definitely am overconfident in my ability to fight, right? Like, I look at a guy, I'm like, yeah, I could fucking take him in a fight, right? I just had fermented grape juice, might have been wine. Very tasty. Imagine drinking soft drinks. I mean, okay, I'll be honest. The only thing keeping me from being an alcoholic is the fact that hangovers exist. Or else I think I would always be drinking something, right? I feel like maybe if I just took better care of my body and drank more water. Honestly, it's a good thing that I don't take care of myself in this case. Because I think then my liver would be like gasping on, like it would already be on its fucking deathbed, right? Like my liver would be a fucking raisin of a grape, you know? Hydration. You know what? That reminds me. I did not prepare water. So, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna... you know what? No, I'll do that after. Okay. I went into today with a single topic in mind. A single thing that I wanted to talk about. And I thought that now might be the time that I want to do that. But I'll do that after getting water. So, give me just a moment. Here, I won't break immersion. There we go. Get water. I should turn this light on. Okay. I've returned. I'm back with the milk, and by milk I mean water. So, cheers. There we are. Anyways, before I go on the tangent of the one topic that I did go into today with, how is my day? I've been asked that twice now. I'm doing pretty well. I'm having a good day today. I know I had a fucking had a bit of a Minhera moment this last week, and not gonna lie. But you know what? I think it was just one of my episodes, and I'm definitely feeling a lot better now. A lot of overthinking, a lot of just laying down, doing absolutely jack shit, you know, and regretting decisions that I don't actually regret, if that makes sense, right? And just like thinking like, man, life fucking sucks right now, but it doesn't. This is like the honestly, it's funny. This has honestly been like the happiest that I've been in a very long time, and yet sometimes I feel like I just don't show that very much, because it's a lot easier to talk about the bad times than it is to celebrate the good ones, you know? It's the same reason why you look at a restaurant and you'll see all these, like, 1-star reviews, and you go to the place and it's perfectly great and fine, because, like, the people who want to yap about it, the people who feel inclined to go leave those reviews are going to be the people with negative experiences, right? Or, like, even if a place does have 5-star reviews, it's usually just, like, no text or maybe, like, good food. Like, that's it. That's the fucking review. But you look at the 1-star reviews, it's like,
so the waiter Ashley was 2 minutes late to delivering my caviar.
I don't... Okay, you know what? I don't understand myself. I don't understand why I felt inclined to do that voice. I still... Now I'm thinking back to, I think it was what, during Chrono Trigger, which we're playing more of tomorrow. Very excited about that. So I think somebody was like, with all of your voice acting and your random fucking voices you do, how do we know this is your real voice? What if I've been lying to you the whole time? What if I've actually got a super high-pitched voice? Like, oh, okay, hold on. I gotta, like, prepare myself, and that's how you know it's not my real voice.
Okay, guys, so, yeah,
brother. Oh, shit. Gotta make a good impression. Hi. I believe it's pronounced Coyote. Welcome in. Welcome. If you don't know, once again, hoping it's pronounced Coyote here is also another VTuber, which, by the way, your model is so fucking cool. I haven't said that before, but oh, your model's so fucking cool. As somebody with an appreciation for, you know, the Wild West and Western things, you know, as, you know, somebody from the South myself, I saw your model for the first time, and I was, like, flabbergasted. I don't think your faking a voice could survive those drinking streams. You know what? That's fair. I use VTuber loosely. I see. But yes, thank you. Yeah, no, of course. I think what you've got going on is very, very cool, and I am watching your career with great interest. Anyways, yeah, I'm doing well. Had a great day at work. Update on the fact that I've been working that really, like, dangerous detective case. It's getting better, and steps are being taken. I legally cannot talk about the details, but steps are getting taken to make it less dangerous. I'm not just going to be completely taken off the case, because that was on the table for a little bit, that I would no longer have to get fucking assaulted at work. Oh shit, did I just get raided on YouTube? Hi, hello, Minonitors. Welcome on into YouTube chat. Welcome. Apologies that you might not see yourselves on the stream, because unfortunately I only have Twitch chat, like, visible on stream, but I'll fix it eventually. Eventually I'll fix it. But yes, welcome on in, welcome. Okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna go on that one singular rant, or I don't even know what to call this. It's more of a PSA. The one thing I went to today wanting to talk about. And that is, I don't know why, I decided today of all days is going to be the day that I decide to shill my favorite show of all time. And I think I'm especially going to, because now I know that Manon is here, and Manon needs to finish the show, because I know she started it and she never fucking finished it, and that's kind of on me because the Nebulink was doing a watch along and we never finished it. But I'm gonna go ahead, pause this. Manon said you like D&D. Teach us your ways, for we must teach Manon to play. Oh, I don't just like D&D. I don't just like D&D. I've been playing D&D for like over a fucking decade, I think. So like I have read the player's handbook front to back in a single sitting before, and that is a true story, and it took me a lot of fucking hours. But I did it to prove a fucking point. And that was because I had been playing D&D with the same group for a long ass fucking time. And it was starting to piss me off that they didn't know the rules. Which is, it's fine if you're a beginner, right? But it's another thing altogether if we have been playing in the same fucking D&D campaign for like 6 years, and you're still asking me how to play the game. You're like, oh, so for this perception check, what do I add? Is it my intelligence modifier? Like, no, fucking no, and you know it's not. You literally are a wisdom-based character, and you've always been the fucking guy looking at the fucking shit, so you fucking know that you're supposed to add your wisdom modifier. Like, you know this. You've got a fucking 22 passive perception. How do you think that was fucking calculated? Sorry, this is a true fucking story. Anyways, I literally recorded myself reading the entirety of the player's handbook in a single sitting just to send it to my players. Anyways, what die do I roll? Veteran of 2 campaigns? Holy shit. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, I want to go ahead and take a moment to talk about the greatest anime of all time. It's a little show called Katanagatari. And I'm going to use 2 things to shill this show. Or at least 2 things I can show you, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. The first thing I want to shill you on is the art style. So I'm going to go ahead and look up a picture, put it on screen. Look at that fucking art style. It is gorgeous. Hold on, I'm going to fucking cover it myself so you can see this super clearly. Actually, you know what? Now it's even. Now Twitch chat and YouTube chat are on even grounds. I'm gonna fucking move myself. Gonna scoot on over here. Okay, so thing number 1. Look at how pretty that is. Look at how cool the character design is. Look at the maple leaf aesthetic with the guy and like with his fucking hair and with his, with his whole fucking outfit. And then the girl, she's one of my favorite characters of all time. And I mean, I've got kind of a weakness for white hair, maybe it's like the white hair genes in myself, but like, I fucking love that insane hair design on the dude. All of the characters in this have insane design. Insane, but it's like in a really great way, and it's such a unique aesthetic. It's so pretty. The characters are really simple, but like they're detailed in a way that you usually don't see the designs being detailed, right? And it's very much an aesthetic. The second thing that I want to show you to shill the soundtrack is the fact that the soundtrack, or like the soundtrack is fucking phenomenal. It was like the soundtrack was made partially by Lotus Juice, who, if you don't know, are the people who did the Persona 3 soundtrack. So if you like Persona 3 and if you like Persona music, this kind of takes some, like, it's a very similar sound at times. Let me go ahead and play a song, and this will probably mean that I don't know, this part of the VOD might get muted. But fucking who cares? Because it's too worth it to listen to. So we're gonna do a listen to this, and it's so fucking good. It's just and like, so you have just these absolutely beautiful visuals and some of the best character writing and story writing that I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's a show that you can very obviously tell that the writer, who by the way is the same guy who did the Bakemonogatari series or whatever, like Monogatari, same person. And you can tell that he had the entire story planned from beginning to end, like before even sitting down and writing the very, very beginning, because it's all so perfectly like interwoven together. And it's that kind of show that only gets better on rewatches. Like, I've watched this show so many fucking times, and I want to watch it even more. Like, it doesn't matter. I'll watch the show a fucking dozen times. I'm like, yeah, I could sit down and watch it again right now. So, it's just so fucking good. Watch Katanagatari. I'm gonna play another song from it, my favorite song, which is, I like to call, the oh shit, things are getting real song. It's like, you know the moment in an anime where, like, you just know that shit's about to go down? Agreed, I need to finish it. First of all, Agreed the Frog, welcome on in. And secondly, yes, please, if you started it, please finish it. But this is the song that I like to call the oh shit song. But I think it is very unconventional with the sound hydration. Well, now I'm glad that I came back with the milk earlier because I've got it ready. Milk is water, but still. Sorry, it's really funny whenever you explain a joke. Anyways, here's a great song. Like, oh, and a lot of the soundtrack is more like this, actually. And the story of the anime, I don't feel bad just giving a very quick synopsis, is that it is in, like, old Japan. I want to say maybe Edo period Japan. Hold on, let me see. Let me see exactly what period of Japan it's supposed to be. Yes, Edo period Japan. And it is these two people right here. And simply put, they are looking for swords. In fact, the name of the show, Katana Gatari, just translates to, like, sword tale or sword story. And it is quite literally just these two looking for swords. And it is a very episodic show where every single episode very much has its own moral. I think it's Edo. Yes, it is. It is. But it's also, like, there is an overarching story that's told. But you can also just sit down and watch a single episode. And it was actually designed that way because there's exactly 12 episodes. And each one originally premiered in a different month in Japan. And that's also the same month that the show takes place in. So episode 1 takes place in January. Episode 4 takes place in April. Episode 8 takes place in August, right? And that's just how the show is. And so it was very obviously written in such a way that you can just kind of sit down and watch a single episode at a time. But it also flows together so well. It's like, oh, it's just so fucking good. Please watch Katana Gatari. It is sort of a Monster of the Week type of show, though, right? I will say, with the exception of the last 3 episodes, I feel as though the optimal way to watch the show is to watch 3 episodes, or I mean, not 3, watch each episode once a month, or just however, like, you don't have to watch the episodes, like, quickly back to back, except for the last 3, which I feel like should be binged. I feel like it's the best possible way to watch the show. This show has my favorite finale to anything ever. It absolutely sticks the landing. It's so fucking good. And anyways, Manon, I don't know if you're still here, but we gotta fucking sit down and watch it. We gotta get, like, all the people we were watching it back together and finish the show finally. Anyways, welcome back to Twitch chat. I'm sold. It sounds a lot like of what I loved about Mushishi. That's a show I've heard of. Know nothing about it. First of all, hi, Yaya. Welcome on in. Secondly, I do believe that you were actually, I had planned a multiple watch parties with different groups of people in Nebulink, and I believe you were in my next watch party for the show. It's like, once I finish it with this other group, you're in my next one, Yaya. And then I just never got around to that, so I'm sorry about that. And thirdly, I watch it while eating Little Caesars. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get my flat friend the remote on screen. Sounds good. No, look, this is a Little Caesars hostile zone, okay? I refuse to eat Little Caesars, and I do not want to be associated. Look, I don't care how fucking much I love you, mi esposo, right? It does not matter. Anyways, that song's so fucking good. We're gonna go back to BGM now. Look, I could cherish every single moment. Like, I could waste away the decades with you, Yaya, mi esposo. I could be there in a rocking chair. There we are. We're telling stupid jokes. Recalling the time we watched Katana Gatari together. You know, like smoking our cigars while looking out at the prairie, thinking about the life we built together. And then you're like, hey, can we order Little Caesars? We're done right there. It does not matter. Everything we built together, over with. Homemade or Italian pizza will always be better than any fast food. Okay, some fast food pizza, fine. Something like Domino's, fine. Papa John's, can't eat after that one time I ordered Papa John's and there was a fucking cockroach in my pizza. So, like, I can't do it. Pizza Hut, it's fine as long as you order the right thing. Little Caesars, get the fuck away from me. It is vile and disgusting. You can keep that with your fucking Coca-Cola, which is just as vile and disgusting, as we've established. But yes, I need to look up a remora. Boop. See, I didn't forget. It's like a fucking remoraid. So, there we go. Boop. There we go. Also, I didn't mention this. Mia, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Little Caesars just ain't consistent, man. There's a reason it's a party order. Look, I tell you what. I think it is consistent. I think it's consistently garbage. I think it's consistently fucking toxic waste is what it is. Right? I'm pretty sure they feed it to people in fucking Guantanamo as a torture method. Let's see. But yeah, there's my boy. Yeah, no, there he is. Okay, but yes, a roach in the pizza. So imagine, there you are, right? There you are. You're like, oh, it's a weekend evening. I don't feel like making dinner. I feel like just, you know, kicking back, putting on a movie. Maybe I'll binge watch Kung Fu Panda, like all the fucking Kung Fu Panda movies or whatever, which is just something that I want to do because I actually don't think I've seen the second or third. But I recently learned that apparently Gary Oldman voice acts like the main antagonist of Kung Fu Panda 2. I've heard that it's a really compelling antagonist, which makes me really want to watch the movie. So I'm gonna get around to it. I'm gonna fucking binge watch Kung Fu Panda at some point. Point is, imagine there you are. You're like, I'm gonna kick back, fucking binge watch some movies or whatever. It's gonna be great. I'm just gonna not be productive at all. Just let my mind slip and go, and you're like, you know what, Papa John sounds good. You go, you get the fucking green and white box, put it on the counter, and you're like, yes, my favorite of pepperonis, black olives, mushrooms, banana peppers, and jalapenos. Let's go ahead and bust that shit open, and there you go. You see fucking Roach right in the middle, back, like on his back. You can see the fear that was in his eyes whenever he got baked into the pizza, and like his fucking little arms just spindly up, and you're like, how the fuck did they miss that? And also, what the fuck? Like, I can't fucking eat this, because even if that guy was only on one fucking slice or maybe two, you know, yeah, it was in the pizza. It was baked into the pizza. This guy was fucking in the cheese sauce. Like, it was like they fucking didn't see it or some shit. No, like, it was fucking terrifying. And, like, I could tell that this man, he fucking feared for his life as he was baked alive in the fucking oven. Man got lost in the sauce. Look, no, I could never go to Papa John's again. Same fucking reason why I can't ever do Subway again. I used to fucking love Subway. Subway is like, oh, you know what? I could really go for a nice sandwich. Now I've got to fucking rely on Schlotzsky's if I want myself a nice sandwich, right? But I used to be like, okay, I'm a very picky eater. I like very particular things, and I can get that from Subway. I can get my sandwich exactly how I want, right? And so there I go ahead and order it. And, you know, I get my bread of choice. Don't even fucking remember what it was because it was so long ago at this point. And it gets delivered. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Got myself some Subway. Open it up. I'm like, oh, what's that fucking rank smell? What the hell is going on? I look at my sandwich and fucking the bread covered in mold. And the bread was hard as a fucking brick, covered in mold. Like, how the fuck did this slip by them? Like, what the fuck? Like, no offense. I know that there are people who are disabled who need to work, but like, was the fucking person blind? Because, like, maybe you need to pick another fucking line of work. I think the only fast food I actually use there. Last time I got Papa John's, I got food poisoning with 3 days left on a long drive. Oh, I'm so sorry for you. That's terrible. Oh, that's rough. 07. 07. But no, I can't do Subway anymore because of that. And you know what? I hold a grudge. Like, if some place messes up my order once, speaking of what you just mentioned, Popeyes, it was really, really bad exactly once. Never been interested in Popeyes again, which sucks. I actually think that at their prime, Popeyes is really fucking good. I actually remember the day, I think it was the day that KFC announced that they were making a chicken sandwich. And I remember I got in the car with Osian because he had the wild idea that we would go to Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, and KFC, and we would order the spicy chicken and the regular chicken sandwich from all three of those places. And just try them, and just have them. And just so we could compare and know what we thought was the definitive best chicken sandwich. Dude, the absolute tragedy of Church's going down. Wait, is Church's chicken gone? Wait, no, hold on. You're lying. Church's chicken. No. Oh, it's not? Okay, it's just not as good. Oh, you fucking terrified me. I fucking love Church's chicken. Okay, well, I also haven't been in a while. Wait, did Church's get bad? Oh, that would fucking suck. Because you know what? I'm about to reveal how fucking autistic I am, I think. But my favorite thing about Church's chicken is not the chicken. It's actually the mac and cheese. I feel like Church's chicken makes an unreasonably good mac and cheese. It's like the pinnacle of what makes a good traditional mac and cheese. And I've got a bit of a hyperfixation actually here. I came up with my own system of rating mac and cheese specifically. I call it the, what is it? The T2C2X system. That's what I call it, right? So there are 5 things I rate mac and cheese on. The taste of it, which is a very broad thing, I know, but you know what a good tasting mac and cheese is. So taste, texture is very important for me. Chewiness, you know, you want your mac and cheese to be chewy, but not too chewy. It shouldn't just fucking fall apart in your mouth, but it also, you don't want that crunch at all. It should just fucking, like, not even think about it as you bite down on it, but it still, like, falls, you know, you still slice through it, right? It's not a crumble, it's a slice. Chewiness, cheesiness, which is separate from taste. You can have a good tasting mac and cheese without it being particularly cheesy, but to me, the cheesiness, it's gotta be fucking cheesy, but not too cheesy, and it's gotta be a very particular kind of cheese, right? So taste, texture, chewiness, cheesiness, and then just extra. I think that you need to have something that goes above and beyond in order to have a good mac and cheese, right? So the way I do it, it's out of 10 with each category being ranked between 0 and 2, right? So something can be really great texture and chewiness and get a 2 on both of those. That is a 4. But then it might not be very cheesy and it might not taste very good. It gets 1 on both of those. That is a 6, and it's very traditional, doesn't do anything extra. That is a 6 out of 10 mac and cheese. And Church's chicken, I kid you not, I rated an 8 out of 10. It got a 2 on every single thing except for extra, where it didn't get any points because it is as traditional as can be. But that's not a problem. An 8 out of 10 for a fucking mac and cheese is really fucking good. That's amazing mac and cheese. How does this make you feel? I've never had mac and cheese. Well, if you do, go to a good Church's chicken. That's what I would say. Now, that's very unfortunate for you. I'm really sorry that you're not living life, right? Like, I was actually thinking about this quote. I was reflecting on this quote from WALL-E the other day. Of all things, WALL-E. Where, it's the fucking captain in the movie. He's talking to, like, the fucking AI bot or whatever. Spoilers for WALL-E, by the way. And the guy's like, oh, I don't want to be alive. I want to live, right? And it's like, I feel like there are certain things where if you haven't done it, if you haven't tried it, are you even living? Or are you just alive at that point, right? So I think, for your own sake, you have to at least try it once, right? Try mac and cheese. You'll probably love it because all sane people do. And if you don't like mac and cheese, you're probably, first of all, you probably got just a shit mac and cheese. There's a lot of those out there, so I recommend you try it again. Or, alternatively, you're the kind of person who'd go to the fucking store and buy a zero sugar diet Dr. Pepper, in which case, you don't have taste buds anyways. So what's the fucking point? You could shovel down anything down your fucking gullet and you'd probably be like, oh yeah, I don't really like this. Except for like the worst tasting shit imaginable where you're like, yes, I too enjoy suffering. It's honestly a pastime of mine. Masochism, my favorite. Which, speaking of masochism, so I just want to point out a little interaction I had on Twitter, on the x.com just earlier today, right? How many cheeses can you name only out of your brain? A number greater than 2. You didn't ask me to try, so I'm not going to, but at least more than 2. So at least 3. You could even call it. But no, basically an interaction I had on Twitter. I'll save you the details. But long story short, I said that, I suggested I was a dom. Then somebody said, I suggested I was a dom. And then somebody's like, huh? And I was like, well, actually, I never said I was a dom, right? And then somebody's like, oh, so you're a sub. I'm like, well, hold on, hold your horses. I never said I was a sub either, right? And now I'm like, at what point am I going to lose enough dignity to talk about that? Like, what needs to happen? Should that be like, is that gonna be another donathon goal? I've been like planning donathon goals slowly that I should actually start writing down. Like, I know one of them, I want to shave my legs and buy a maid outfit and then like post leg pictures, post like shaved leg maid dress pictures as a donathon goal. Or I also know I want to do a voice pack, which is a very simple one. But I was thinking, there's a certain test, a certain 4-letter test, right? Should I do that test as a donathon goal? Do I reveal my results? I think that'd be fun. Past the point, it goes full horseshoe and his full dignity, just saying whatever. You know what? I hope to get to that point someday. I hope that I'm just eventually completely shameless. And I think a good step in that journey was on specifically Twitch. So sorry, YouTube, you guys don't get the luxury of this. But specifically on Twitch, there's now like a warning if you come into my stream that's like, this stream is only for specific audiences. Like, be warned or whatever. And hold on, what exactly did I put as all my things? May contain, so it's in categories, but I had to select the entire category, so it sounds way worse than it actually is. But everything that you need to watch out for in my streams, according to me, but also because I wanted to just select like one thing out of a category of 3, drugs, intoxication, excessive tobacco use, significant profanity or vulgarity, and sexual themes. So, sorry that you're not... Oh, my voice. Holy shit. Hold on. I'm gonna hydrate because I'm losing my voice. So it's like... I have that warning. So I should be like, oh yeah, I'm a masochist. Which, am I? I actually don't know. I feel like I haven't tried masochism enough. Bright Colors of Despair. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like, I feel like, hypothetically, theoretically, I could be a masochist. I just feel like I haven't given it, like, the full, the full shot. Well, yeah, I'm really sorry this is what you're joining into. See, this is the problem, right? The problem is that somebody comes in, sees me talking about this shit, and I'm just like, well, I feel bad. There should be a warning for the varying fish we look into. For instance, the thresher shark. Have I seen this one? I don't know if I know this one. Why does he look like such a fucking goofy guy? Hold on, I want to get... hold on. He looks terrified out of his fucking mind. Like, he looks like... Hold on, I'm gonna pull up this picture. So, goodbye, Romera. Romera? This man, you know what he just fucking saw? You know what this man just walked in on? He just walked in on he just walked in on Mommy Shark and Daddy Shark just fucking boning. It's like, oh, so that's how Baby Shark is made, right? Like, he looked in, he's like, oh! Like, poor guy. I just want to, like, give him head pats. I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that, dude. Like, but that's just the unfortunate, like, that's how life is created, my guy. Time to buy candles? Okay, this might be my naivete in terms of masochism showing, but like, for like wax play, is that why we get candles? I feel like dripping wax on myself is not something I'd be interested in, right? Like, I feel like if I were a masochist, it would come in different ways. Definitely. Okay, you know what? That's something I'm not comfortable talking about, so I'm not going to talk about that, and also feel like it could be a trigger warning, but like, I feel like the extent of my masochism would just be something simple like slapping, right? Like, I don't want to get, like, slapped around silly, right? Just, Let's see. It's not like I ain't been here before. That's true. That's true. You know what to expect. To anybody who's lurking who doesn't know what to expect, I am so fucking sorry. All right. Thresher's just a silly long shark. Yeah, he is just a silly, goofy guy. And every single one of his fucking, like, pictures I'm seeing here, without fail, they always look like this. They're always just, like, fucking, like, is it shocked? Is it, like, scared? Like, I don't even know exactly what it is. That is the face of a shark that's seen the internet. Me too, man. Me too. So I have a bit of a problem, actually, where I am a wildly curious person. I think that's why I make such a good detective, is because whenever I discover a case, I'm not even interested in, like, getting the payday for solving the case. I just want to know, like, who done it, right? Like, I just have to know. And so that's why I work so hard. And so I can be browsing the internet and just learn the most heinous shit. And I just have to go find it for myself. I have to see this. For example, I'm gonna go ahead and say a warning that the contents of what I'm about to discuss are really fucking weird. But, I learned that there was a woman who was performing at, like, there was this, like, show thing that was going on that was, like, sort of like stage art, but like NSFW stage art, where people were invited up to do their performances, and it just had to be sexual in nature. And there was a woman who completely painted herself green. She was completely naked and painted herself green, wearing nothing but a collar, like a Kermit the Frog collar, and then had her friend fist her on stage. And she acted to be she pretended to be completely limp on stage until she began getting fisted, and did a lip sync performance to "It Ain't Easy Being Green" by Kermit the Frog. This is a real story, mind you, and I went and found the video, and it is just as disturbing as you would think. Please do not look this up. Do not follow my footsteps. Please do not. What the fuck? Agreed. What the fuck? This is a real thing that happened. And I was like, I have to fucking see this. So I tracked it down. And you know what? I managed to fucking find it. I joined in at an interesting time. Actually, fucking Konami, you know what? It was me recalling the fucking... It was me, recalling the interaction we had on Twitter earlier that even got me started, because I mentioned how I was like, at some point I'm gonna lose dignity and, like, reveal everything about myself. Was it chroma green at least? It was like a... the best way I can describe it is Kermit the Frog green with a little bit of puke green mixed in. Oops, sorry for the rabbit hole deep dive. Oh yeah, it's just gone in a very, very strange direction. But you know what? I brought it up of my own volition because I thought it'd be fun to talk about. That said, someday, probably as a donathon goal, I will take a certain test and reveal the entirety of my results. Now, what I will say is that my results, the last time I took the test, is this too much to say? Is this revealing too much? I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. The last time I took a certain test, you can figure it out. Let's just say that I was it was a lot greener overall than this fucking woman pretending to be Kermit the Frog. Maybe that's revealing way too much. Close enough for somebody to get real deranged with. We get deranged around here. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I recently just allowed myself to just completely lose it on stream. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna start getting unhinged. A certain test. I know a test without needing to ask questions. I think most people do, right? Like, if people are posting their results, if I just say, hey, what are your results? I feel like a lot of people know exactly what test I'm talking about. Though, also, while I'm thinking about it, what was my rice purity score results? I want to say I was around, like, a little bit less than 50, if anybody was curious. I want to say I was, like, high 40s, maybe, like, 47. Nah, I'm with it, dude. I'm glad I finally caught you live. But you know what? I'm glad you could finally be here. You are very much welcome here. I mean, everybody's welcome here, right? I'm not gonna, like, you know, like, shove people away. Just as long as you're not, like, coming in here just saying terrible things, right? As long as you're, like, respecting, like, saying respectful things, then you're good. I was, like, 83 or 84. You're innocent of baby. Oh my goodness. You are child. I got a 23. You are not child. You are, in fact, not the baby. You've done some shit. You know what? I'll hear about people who have, like, in the single digits. And what terrifies me about that is that you know, it's basically just, you know, you click down the list and then it says, how many things did you click? And it's like, you get a 100, it means you did absolutely nothing. You did a 0, it means you've done everything, right? So I've seen people who get the single digits, and I'm like, okay, so if your score is a 7, then that means if I pick 10 of the worst things on here, you've done 3 of them. And that's baffling. Like, that is baffling to me. That, like, I know somebody who's like, holy shit, you've done one of these things. But I obviously am not gonna be like, so which one was it, eh? Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not a child, I'm just innocent. And you know what? That's good for you. That's, honestly, that's not a bad thing. Cherish that. It was only that high because I don't drink or smoke. Wow, because a lot of them do have to do with that. Now, I do not smoke. I've actually, this might be something that surprises a lot of people. I have never smoked in my life. I've never done weed. I've never, like, vaped. I have never had a cigarette. Never a cigar. I've had the closest I've ever gotten. I've had weed offered to me. I've been around other people smoking. I like to consider myself very smoke friendly. I don't care if you do it, right? Fucking plays it, get high, whatever. Just not something I'm particularly interested in. The closest I've ever gotten was, it was actually whenever I was on a cruise ship, of all places. And that's very ironic considering how much I hate the ocean. It took a lot of convincing to get me to go on a cruise. But I have gone once. And there I was, you know, with family. And one of them had ordered some cigars. Like some genuine, like, fucking, like, Cuban rolled cigars or something. And they had, like, a 6-pack of cigars or whatever. They were passing them around. They were like, hey, OC, do you want one? And I just thought it would have been fucking sick as hell to be there smoking a cigar, looking out at the ocean with a fucking cocktail in my hand, listening to music. Just like, oh, hell yeah, this is the life. But I abstained, Smoking's not for me, and I'm not gonna give into like that peer pressure. But once again, I don't fucking care if you do it. As long as, like, if it's something that's going to harm your body, like cigarettes, as long as you understand the risks that it's going to have on your body, then fucking go for it. Have done it, but I doubt I'd have a bad score. I've done very little other than being a hermit. Yeah, you'd probably have a very high score then. It was only that. Oh, wait, I read that. Does been on a date count if I didn't know it was date? I would argue yes. I would say that you were still on a date, right? Like, let's say you kill somebody, but you don't know that you did. You still killed that person, right? Let's see. I'm gonna do it and find out how much of an innocent schizo I am. You know what? You have fun with that. You have fun with that. So the rice purity test is like vanilla, folks. Is there a rice purity test kinky edition? Is there? I would 100% take that. But as I said, there's a certain, I mean, fucking, we know what I'm talking about. There's the BDM test, right? BDSM. Wow, BDM, what the fuck? BDSM test, right? Very iconic test for the internet. I've taken it before. I think I've taken it multiple times, actually. And I feel like I had, like, a bell curve with it, actually. I'm pretty sure, like, I started with a lot of red, and then I got really green on the test. And I think last time I took it, it was a little bit, like, less green. Still a lot of green. You know what? Not gonna go into detail. Not gonna go into detail on that. But someday I'll take it again. I think last time I took the test, I know the last few times I've had multiple 100%. Whatever that tells you. Like, I've seen people who, like, it's like, oh, my highest score was 80%, and then it's a fucking drop-off, and it's like 80%, 50%, 20% for a few, and then 0% all the way down. I'm like, what are you interested in then? Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with not being interested in that. I'm not gonna shame you for that, as long as you don't fucking shame me for what I'm interested in. Now, obviously, I feel like there's some things that maybe it's like, you know, not everything is a good thing to be interested in. Like there's an extent to kink shaming where it's like, yeah, you should kink shame certain things if it's going to, like, harm people or, like, do, like, certain other bad things, right? Use your imagination. But, like, if it's consensual and it's not harming anybody unconsensually, then fucking go for it. I don't fucking care. Like, pop off. Pop off, kings, queens, and all other kinds of monarchs. Like, just go for it. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and, I pulled out this zero sugar off-brand cola, and I've just been, like, staring at it this whole ass fucking time. So I'm gonna actually drink. So cheers, everyone. Random question I'm asking myself now. If I had to pick if I had to pick a kink, like, what is my number one kink? What would it be, I wonder? Huh. I really should be drinking for this stream. You know what? While I'm thinking of, like, I don't know, fucking this stuff, something I've noticed a lot. Why are, like, Smash or Pass streams so popular? I wonder. I've been seeing, recently on Twitter, I've been seeing so many people be like, oh, like, why, or like,
Okay, guys, post your PNGs down here, and we're gonna do a smash or pass.
And yeah, so many people have been doing them recently, and I'm just like, what is the interest? Why? Like, this isn't me saying it's a bad thing per se. This is a sincere question. And if anybody has an answer, please feel free to, like, answer this for me. Like, I understand that it can be funny at times if it's, like, more on absurd level, or, like, something like, I know Rixie wanted to do a Pokemon Smasher Pass. I would 100% do a Pokemon Smasher Pass. But if I'm just, like, I feel like for a VTuber one, maybe because of, like, you know, it's a moment for people to, like, be recognized and, like, get people, you know, it's like, well, I want to post it because I want to see what people say about me, right? And post, like, see what people say about my design. People like to be rated because it helps them feel like they have a place and is valid. Okay, so what about just, like, anime characters then, right? Because, like, I get that, right? It's like, oh, I'm being seen, and people are like, wow, I'm hot. Which, I mean, obviously, I don't need anybody to tell me I'm hot. Obviously, I already know that I am not at all. But it's like, what about, like, if I'm just like, oh, anime characters, right? If I'm like, oh, I'm gonna rate the characters in, I don't fucking know, what's a show that people, or like, I'll rate the characters in Sinless Zone Zero. Like, oh, who am I gonna goon to? Ooh-wee. It's like, I just don't particularly see the interest in that. People like the things that they like to be liked by others. You know what? That's fair, actually. That's fair. So it's like, oh, wow, streamer, you and I have the same opinion on said thing. Like, oh, holy shit, we both think that, hold on, I actually don't know I only know the name of, like, a few, like, Zenless Zone Zero characters. What's that one that I actually really like the design of? I don't remember. Hold on. Zenless Zone Zero characters. There's a whole fucking website for this. Oh shit. Oh shit. As I was playing audio, I don't want, here, I won't go to their fucking website. Character list. What's the name of this character? There's a fucking, just a bear? Is that just a fucking bear? That'd be my main. I think this is who I'm thinking of. Yes, I'm looking at, I'm gonna mispronounce this, Yanagi? What's the full name? Tsukishiro Yanagi. That's the design I like. There you go. Now you're like, oh, who would Osian goon to? Even though no, but still. Because glasses, by the way, glasses are very versatile. And if you understand what I'm referencing, then, congrats on being far into the rabbit hole like the rest of us. But yeah, how's a 92? Oh, so you are very much, you're even more innocent than Konami, and that is saying something. Holy shit. Low-key a cool trend for finding a lot of newer people. That's fair, that's fair. And I do like seeing the designs in the, fucking, like, comments and replies of those posts, right? Like, I'll just scroll through it, and maybe I'll see someone, I'm like, oh, that's a cool as hell design. And sometimes I'll just follow someone because I think they have a really cool design. But, like, the actual stream itself, I don't know. Obviously, different audience, different thing, just not for me personally. This conversation has given me an idea for a similar concept, but different. I mean, hey, innovation is a great thing, so there you go. And don't forget to credit me. People like the things, oh yeah, I already said that. Or, I'm glad you're using Zenless because I'll combust if some of the Star Rail folks were brought up. I do not think I know a single Star Rail character. Wait, hold on, is Firefly, is that Star Rail? Yes, okay. So I only know about Firefly. Because I remember there was, like, I guess when Firefly came out, or there was something going on with Firefly, fucking all of, like, Class Nebulink, all of Nexus Class Nebulink went fucking feral. And they kept spamming this one, like, gif of, like, fucking someone, I assume Firefly, but maybe somebody else, like, beating a gong or something. And especially Silas. Holy shit, Silas is feral. Feral for Firefly. And that is the only reason I know that character. See, my rule, the only time I will ever play a gacha game, with the exception of Fire Emblem Heroes, because I played because it was Fire Emblem and then I fucking regretted it. But I will only ever play a gacha game if somebody I know has a sponsorship that is the only time, and I will download the game and use their code or whatever just to support that person, and then I'll play it for like a day, and then I'll just stop. Maybe I'll make it like a stream idea even. It's like, oh wow, my friend got fucking sponsored by, I don't know, Genshin Impact, so now I'll go support them. And we'll just do that, and then I'll encourage people to do that as well. That is the only time I will ever play a gacha game. Otherwise, I refuse to fall into gacha slop. Is Star Rail the other Genshin with butt physics? I could not tell you. I'm gonna be honest. Isn't Firefly the one that... Yeah, you guys are just talking about that. At least you know how to drop gacha games. As I said, I played Fire Emblem Heroes, and the reason why I liked Fire Emblem Heroes was because of the art and because of the characters, and I got to see like extra dialogue. But the problem is that now it's slowly become just, it's so fucking power corrupt with Fire Emblem Heroes. The balance in that game is just so fucking whack. And there's also a different kind of power creep. So there's actual mechanical powers creep, and then there's going to be what I call booba power creep, where the characters with the largest boobs get the most alts and get the most art, and therefore become strongest because they keep fucking releasing. And then characters who don't normally have booba get just massive fucking booba, and it's like, holy shit, you went from probably developing back problems to later in life to you're going to feel like you have the back of a geriatric by the time you're like 25. Like, holy shit. Like, I feel bad for you. And then also, like, yeah, so just people who already have big booba getting more alts, and then people who have big booba, or like don't have big booba, now have big booba. And it's like, I don't fucking care. All of my favorite fucking characters from Fire Emblem Heroes are all like, I like the fucking Oliver and Stefan. Was Stefan ever added? Hold on. Fire Emblem Heroes Stefan. Does not look like it, which fucking sucks. My favorite Fire Emblem character is by far one of my favorite designs in the entire franchise, has some of my favorite writing, and he's just so fucking cool. There's so many things I absolutely adore about him, even though he's just like basically a random fucking side character. Is not in the gacha game. And I think that is the only reason I will ever return to Fire Emblem Heroes, is if that character gets added. Which, by the way, actually, Doobie, since you're here, you have a moral obligation to tell me if one of two things happens. If Oliver gets any alts, or if Stefan gets added into the game. Otherwise, I'm not touching that game. Simple as that. Anyways, I'm gonna catch him on chat. I picked up Genshin for a friend and quickly had to stop because I kept getting everything they wanted in free rolls. That's amazing. You should have kept going just to fucking rub it in their face. There's only 2 gacha games I've ever played, Zenless and then an old Digimon one that was really easy to get good mons in. Yeah, see, that's a good gacha game, right? You just get the characters you like, you use those characters, and you're fucking good. I'm horribly addicted to... Oh, Fate Grand Order, rip. One of the worst gacha rate games ever. Yeah, that's like the #1 game that I hear people like just splurging in, right? That's the splurging game. All right, fuck. Okay. We're not gonna talk about that, but whatever. Absolutely, my good man. Thank you. Thank you. Now I can just not think about Fire Emblem Heroes. Punishing Grey Raven and Wuthering Waves are peak. I remember Wuthering Waves, what people could just call it WUWA for short, right? I only know about it because of, once again, Nebulink. Turns out a lot of what I fucking know about, like, this, like, the things that people know about in this culture and this lifestyle and this community just come from being around Nebulink. Look, I do not exaggerate whenever I say that I've been under a fucking rock my whole life, basically. And by that, I mean I've just been hyper-fixated on, like, the same, like, 3 franchises my whole ass life. Like, let me tell you, you want to know anything about Lord of the Rings, or Ruby, or Elder Scrolls, or Fire Emblem? I fucking got you. You ask me about anything fucking else, might as well be a fucking Raven, and or not Raven, Crow. I was thinking Raven because you mentioned Raven. And the reason why I say that is because, fun fact for you, crows have the problem-solving capabilities of a 7-year-old child about. 7-year-old human child. Which I think is very interesting. And also, so I'm likening myself to a 7-year-old. See, I explained it. Now, I've lost any kind of poetic, like, nature to my speech. I should stop explaining myself. That's actually a terrible habit of mine. I have to explain myself every little thing I do. I don't know why. It's such a fucking need of mine. We're gonna go ahead and get our friend off screen. Goodbye. Boop. It's such a problem, y'all. I don't get it. It's just an excessive need. I feel like there's something wrong if I'm not, like, explaining myself. But you know what? I think that's part of why I'm a good yapper. Because I have to yap about every little fucking thing. Let's see. One of my favorite characters is getting a couple of new types. I assume you mean in FGO, if you can call it that. So I've picked the game back up recently to save all of my SQ, whatever the fuck that is. Don't know, don't care, don't try. Okay, the only things I know about Fate Grand Order, or about Fate in general. Okay, here is my summary of Fate from somebody who has seen maybe a few episodes of Unlimited Blade Works and has a friend who is really interested in Fate. I'm going to explain every single thing I know. And we're going to start with the most important thing I know about Fate. Astolfo needs to be bred, by me specifically. That is the most important thing I know. Anyways, outside of that, so there's things called Noble Phantasms. I think there's an event that happens. And they're called Holy Grails, I think. And there's some people, and they summon, like, heroes and legends and myths from history or whatever. And these people get incarnated as, like, classes. And there's, like, a lancer, a rider, a mage, an assassin, berserker. Those keywords, right? Saber, that's the big one, right? Like, there's Saber, and they've all got the same fucking face, the Saber face. Speaking of which, Mordrim, I believe, is also a Saber face, and also needs to be bred by me. But that's besides the point. Maybe I do actually get the idea of talking about that. Anyways, I need to look up a cookie cutter shark. Cookie cutter shark. Ew! What the fuck? You know what this fucking looks like? You know what this fucking looks like? Hold on. I'm gonna post this picture first. Look at that fuck. I assume that's a drawing, but I get the idea. Ew. Oh, that's so fucking gross. And you know what this 100% is? Spoilers for Full Metal Alchemist. But this looks like fucking Envy's true form. Hold on, I'm gonna... Hi, cat. One of my cats is in my lap now. So I'm gonna fucking... look this up. Look at that comparison. Like, I think this makes sense, right? Like, those are, like, the same fucking thing. The first two were silly guys, had to go with one freaking one. Gotcha. But no, I feel like there is a comparison to be made here. That's that fucking weird mouth. What is up with that fucking mouth? Ew. I'll let you guys look up more on your own if you so choose. But yes, anyways, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna delete Envy. We'll keep this guy. Narya, no! Okay, it gets even worse if you look up more pictures. Also, welcome on in. let's see. Would, I guess for you, the Wood Morning Princess. Wood Morning, Your Royal Wyness. Feel like it's been a while, so yeah, welcome on in. You know, a fucking course of all streams. Whenever I'm over here talking about like, yeah, maybe I'm a masochist, maybe I want to breed Astolfo, of course this of all streams is what you decide to join. Speaking of which, I was explaining everything I know about Fate, outside of wanting to breed Astolfo. And that is, let's see. I guess there's like a fucking, like, a bunch of people, and they summon these people from history, and then they fucking fight or whatever, and Cat, why'd you fucking knock that over, what the hell? And then, like, there's I think, something called Ort? I think, maybe? I think it's like a big orb or alien something called Ort, and that's it. That's all I know about Fate. Because one of my friends is, like, weirdly obsessed with Ort, and also, oh wait, no, they're obsessed with, I think there's, like, these alternate histories or something, and one of them is, like, sort of South America, Aztec times, but it's a bunch of, like, dinosaurs, and I think they have guns or some shit. And I think Cuckoo Khan is one of the main characters of that, like, little time period. That's it. That's, like, all I know about Fate. And I don't want to know anything else. Please, I've heard enough. Anyways, that's Turok? Is it what? Oh, Turok has dinosaur guns? Hold on, what is it with Fate and, like, the dinosaurs and shit? You don't know the good stuff? Please do not explain. I'm sorry, but this is me saying I'm not interested. I do not want to hear about your hyperfixation. I love hearing people talk about shit that they love, unless I just fucking know. Like, there are certain things I do not care, I do not want to hear, and Fate is one of them. And maybe it's because I've just heard too fucking much. Like, this friend of mine, right? Love the guy. Actually, I want to take a moment to praise this guy, because I had, you know, my Minhera moment this last weekend. And this is actually, it's my gym friend as well. It's a guy, I like to go to the gym with him a lot. And, you know, this weekend I told him, hey guy, I don't want to go to the gym. He's like, okay, do you need anything? It's like, no, I'll be good. And he's like, well, I made some, homemade French pizza. How about I bring that to you? And also, because it pairs really well with orange juice because of the acidity, I'll go ahead and bring you some of that and a rotisserie chicken so you have something to eat over the next few days. And he fucking did. And he went out of his way. He brought me his homemade food and his fucking, yeah, homemade food, and bought me a chicken and some orange juice, brought it over, just dropped it off, and went home. And, like, that's fucking absolute bro, absolutely. Like, absolute bro. Love that guy. He's fantastic. Love him to death. But we've gone on many just, like, walks together, because I'm a bit of, you know, I've made it no secret I like touching grass, right? I like going on walks, I like riding my bike, I like just being outside. I love, like, hiking up mountains and shit, right? And this guy is, I think, the person who I've been on the most walks with. And a lot of those walks are just him talking about Fate and me, like, trying to explain it, and then it's just fucking in one ear, out the other, don't fucking care anymore. Turok was a time-traveling Rambo who hunted dinosaurs with grenade launchers in Mayan temples. Wait, that sounds badass, actually. Hold up. Wait, is that the game that's getting a sequel? I think, hold on. I feel like there was a game like that is getting, like, a reboot soon. What game am I thinking of? There's a remaster of the original ages ago? How was it? No, there was a game like that, I swear. There was a game that was announced recently. Is it this one? Yeah, Turok Origins. It was announced at the Game Awards 2024. So yeah, good news for you. Turok is making a return. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I don't actually care, I've decided. So yeah, Coyote, have fun going feral, I guess. I'm happy to be the bearer of good news. I don't have a bro like that, but I'd kill a hobo for one. I am so fortunate. I think the only reason why I even have like my bro group is because D&D has kind of kept us all like in touch with one another. Like, you know, as I mentioned, I've been playing D&D with the same group for a very long time now. And this is, you know, it's not just one of the D&D guys. He's actually the other guy who's like the main dungeon master of my big group. Like, we kind of co-DM it together and we plan out everything together. And then, like, while one of us is being the dungeon master, the other one will either step in for any players who have to miss the session, or they'll just play as like miscellaneous NPCs and work on other things like background music and preparing stat blocks. And so, like, that's that guy. But also, whenever I'm not done, like, being the dungeon master for the group, or, like, running the main campaign, he'll typically run shorter stuff or run one-shots, which reminds me, he's running a one-shot this weekend that I need to make a character for. I remember there's a new Turok because Funny Swede almost had a heart attack with it. I feel like there's a lot of funny Swedish people, so I don't know who you're talking about. And I also, even if it's not one of the people I know, there's a lot of people I don't know, so it could be so many fucking people, right? Because as I mentioned, have lived under a rock my whole fucking life. I was talking to another friend recently. It's like, oh yeah, do you know this person? If I were to ever become a content creator, I think I would want to be inspired by this person. Or like, I think I'd be competing in this niche with this person. And I was like, fucking who? And they're like, oh yeah, this guy, he's super popular. He's got millions of followers. Never fucking heard of him. No idea who it was. And it honestly baffles me. Like, even just how lucrative, lucrative, there we go, that's the word I'm looking for. It baffles me how lucrative content creation is as a potential career nowadays, right? Because, like, that was just not a thing, like, 10 years ago. Like, and it's just, there's just been this massive rise in content creation and online entertainment as the years have gone by. And at this point, you can genuinely, like, you'll have millions upon millions of people watching you as long as you're really good at your one niche. Now, therein lies my problem, is that I'm not good at any niche. But someday I might be good enough. I love seeing people pop off and grow, making things they just love. Yeah, which I will say, I really do need to start getting into edited content. There's a lot of things that I want to do, but the problem is that I just don't have the time. I just really fucking don't. Or it's like, if I could live off of this and like dedicate all of my time to it, I absolutely would. But I feel like I just need to sacrifice like my now in order to work towards not having to have two jobs, right? Because that's what this is to me. It's a second job. It's a job I absolutely adore, but I want to treat it seriously. Like, you're perfect the way you are, Gramps. Well, I'm flattered you think so. Thank you, thank you. There's an old guy who was just posting videos of him riding his horse coast to coast who just blew up overnight and it was so cute. But that sounds badass though. I wish I could ride a horse. Oh, I would ride horses all day and all. Wait, no, that sounds. If I could ride a horse, I would have a good time atop its saddle and in no other way. There's no cock like. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the fuck up and drink some of my off-brand vanilla cola zero sugar soda. Cheers, everybody. I haven't put the first foot forward for it either, but I'm not really sure if recording music covers will get me far. I feel as though, pardon. I feel as though for music covers, I feel like it's either best if it's going to be paired with something else, or if you're already big, right? Because you look online, you just look up like covers of songs, you'll see, you know, they're getting like 50 views, 100 views or whatever. So it's not bad. But I feel like your covers are going to be a lot more successful if people already know who you are, or if there's already hype around it. Which is why I stand by the fact that I'll probably mainly do covers as I'm debuting something else. Like if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be doing this massive project, or oh, I'm gonna be debuting this new outfit, right? And there will be a song that's paired with like an outfit reveal, and it's a song that I feel is appropriate for said outfit. Well, ideally, I'd have some sort of art to go with it, but I'm still not good at digital art yet. Yeah, well, because exactly, that's kind of my point, is that I'd want to do, like, you know, have art of me in my ultimate outfit. So let's say I either got, like, my dream outfit, I think. My dream second outfit would be to, like, go full Southern, get, like, a whole ass, like, what's a Western detective, right? It's like a sheriff. So I would want to get a sheriff, like, outfit, just as Wild West as you could possibly get. The whole, like, cowboy hat to replace. Hold on. Where is my hat? I feel like I haven't worn my hat in a while. Let me go find it. Okay, there we go. So, imagine, you know, instead of I got my, what would you call this? A deer stalker? So, instead of this, get myself a cowboy hat, got my gold star. Yeah, full Pinkerton. Exactly. You get it. Obviously, you of all people, I think, would get that. And so then maybe I debut that with some sort of, like, Western cover, right? Because, you know, I do love me some Western music. I love me some country music. What song would I pick? I don't know. There's a few that I would, like, there's definitely a few country songs I would love to cover. But also, like, on one hand, I'm worried because if you look at the Venn diagram between country fans and VTuber fans, I feel as though you basically just have two circles, right? Like, maybe a sliver, you know, maybe a sliver of, like, cross interest. But for the most part, that's just not something that is very common. But then again, I feel like there's other mediums of music that aren't necessarily associated with VTubers that people end up, you know, certain VTuber creators will make certain kinds of music and people will absolutely adore it, right? Like, for example, I think the largest example of this is Mori Calliope, right? I feel as though rap is not something that's typically associated with VTubing and in the VTubing sphere, or at least it wasn't nearly as common as it is now whenever she first like started rapping. Now, of course, there was some communities, some very niche communities, and even then, we have to remember that VTubing itself is still a niche. But yeah, for the most part, like, that was just its own thing, and I definitely feel as though that was popularized. And so that's not to say that just because it is a genre of music not typically associated with VTubing, that I should, like, stray away from that. That said, I still have no idea what fucking song I would actually choose to cover. Sly, welcome on in. And yes, as Foo Fightin' says, this is a cookie cutter shark. And yes, I understand it is an abomination, and it is a disgrace against nature, and is an affront to God. But, fucking evolution does that sometimes. Sometimes it's like, what if I just made a fucking nightmare? Well, with anything, nobody notices things from people that don't already got some following, especially on social media. You're 100% right. 100% right. I definitely feel like the best way to start, this is gonna sound really silly. It's like, oh, 60 seconds pass, 60 seconds pass in Africa every minute, or something like that, right? This is gonna sound fucking like no shit, Sherlock. Like, thanks, Captain Obvious. But the best way to start is to just fucking start. Just fucking hit go live. Just do it. Like, that's gonna be the best way to start building an audience, right? People like it when you have something to show, right? If there's something that you're actually bringing to the table. For example, if all I ever fucking posted on Twitter, and this is most of what I post on Twitter, is fucking like, hey guys, I'm going live. People aren't really going to follow me on Twitter as much because I'm not doing something on Twitter. Now, on Twitch, people might still be following me because I'm actually fucking doing something on Twitch. But if I'm actually, like, posting things on Twitter, if I'm talking about how, oh, man, I fucking ordered late night jalapeno poppers and they fucking ruined my stomach the next day, then that's at least something a little bit, you know, that's like, oh, haha, that's amusing. So more people are gonna be actually interested and engage. I would 100% cover Piano Man by Billy Joel and Rescued by the Foo Fighters. I mean, it makes perfect sense you'd cover something by the Foo Fighters, right? But no, Piano Man, great choice. Great choice. Don't worry, Leather, I can't put anything worse up. I feel like that's a lie. I feel like that is a blatant lie. Oh, you're out of points. Oh, I see. Never mind. Also, Leather, it's always weird, because, like, you know, you'll know somebody online, right? And like, that is their name. And I feel like it's always weird when somebody refers to them as something else. So, like, I see you call, like, you know, I say Sly, right? You say Leather, and it's like, oh, it's this akin to having a friend who, like, goes by a nickname with a different friend group. It's like, that's not your name. Why are they calling you that? Why are you responding to that? Man, it is fucking hot here. Holy shit. Hold on, I did just get myself like a little hand fan. Hold on, maybe I'm gonna turn this on. Well, I think I need to plug it in though. Because I feel like I'm literally fucking boiling alive right now, and it is not okay. What kind of charger is this? There we go. Only one person calls me Brown? Yeah, well, because it's either got to be like the start or the last of the name, right? Like, an example, this obviously isn't quite the same thing, but let's say, you know, somebody's referring to me, Mr. Osian Whitlock, right? Or even like, well, yeah, just Osian Whitlock, right? I feel like, you know, people could call me Osian, they can call me Oz or Ozzy, or they could call me Whitlock. Nobody's gonna call me like Whit, right? Like, that's just, I mean, who knows? Maybe somebody will someday, but like, that's just like different. It's like, oh, hey, Whit, like that's not me. You call him. I don't know who you're referring to. I don't know who him is in this situation. I'm not him. Whoever that is, though, they have a very unfortunate name, and I'm sure they would hate to be called that. Very, very unfortunate for them. A hardcore mode is finding a group of Australians that'll give you a nickname. Is that a problem? Is that a thing? I actually don't know. See, whenever I think of Australians, don't give me that green goblin. Remember for a while I called you Whitlock and I kept flipping out on myself when I called you Oz or Osian? I mean, I'm gonna be real. I forget who calls me. I forget who calls me, like, Oz versus Osian versus Whitlock. I get called all of it. And then there's all the different pronunciations as well. There's Ossian, there's Osian, there's Osian is, I believe, the actual technically correct way is Osian. Hold on, let's look this up. Name pronunciation.
We are looking at how to pronounce these boys' name of Welsh origin. Can be also a girl's name.
Can also be a girl's name. Did not know that.
Generally masculine. From Welsh. Ocean.
No. Wait. No.
But generally masculine. From Welsh. Ocean.
My life is a lie. Are you kidding me? That... Have I Have I actually been Ocean Man those? No. No, that can't be. That can't be. No. 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 Fucking our fucking ears aren't working.
From Welsh. Ocean.
No, let's find a different one. Let's find a different one. Let's find a different one.
We are looking at how to pronounce this name and more confusing names pronunciations,
This is the same person, isn't it?
including from Welsh.
Hold on. No, different person, different person, different person.
Osian.
There we go. That person said it my way. That person said it my way. There we go. I'm validated. I'm validated. I'm validated. There we go. It's Ocean. It's not Ocean. It's fucking Ocean. I don't want to hear any fucking shit. And no, sure. Oh yeah. It's an alternate pronunciation. No, it's not fucking not. Look, you go up and it's like, okay, well, you know, I don't know. What's a name that has different pronunciations? I don't know. Anna versus Anna, right? It's like, fucking, you could say Anna, you could say Anna, but people are gonna be fucking, they're gonna be fucking particular about that, yeah? So, no, don't, my name's not fucking Ocean, and you can't fucking make it Ocean. You can never make it Ocean. My name is Osian Watson Doyle Whitlock. That is Osian W.D. Whitlock. That's my whole fucking name, and I don't want to hear fucking otherwise, okay? So, no fucking mental break today. That was for this latest weekend. But today, nope, not happening. So, you know what? Anybody comes in here, fucking calls me Ocean Man for the rest of the stream, you're fucking out of here. You're fucking gone. Got that? Because I'm fucking validated. Is bro crashing out? Fuck no, I'm not crashing out. You know what I am? I'm fucking right. And I'm pissed because look, people are gonna fucking use this. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, well actually, this one guy on the fucking internet, like, people don't fucking lie on the internet all the fucking time, yeah? No, like, there's fucking so much misinformation out there. There's so many fucking different things and different pronunciations. I fucking say crown instead of fucking whatever the fuck. Look, if I'm gonna say fucking crown and I'm right in saying crown, and look, people can say crayon, they can say crayon, they can say however the fuck, whatever fucking other ways people say it. There's obviously different fucking pronunciations. I've kind of just proven myself wrong. I kind of just contradicted myself. This is the moment where I wish I had better facial tracking. So you could just see the look of defeat on my face. Am I? Did I just like speedrun the stages of not depression, of grief? I think I skipped a few though. I went straight denial, anger. I just skipped bargaining. Or did I bargain? Honestly, I kind of did actually. I think. Does this mean I need to accept it someday? You still need bargaining and acceptance? Well, bargaining could theoretically be whenever I was saying, oh, well, this person says it this way. That could be seen as bargaining, right? Or like, oh, there's different pronunciations. Holy shit. I can't run from this problem anymore. I'm gonna tweet about this right now. I'm gonna look up. Goblin, is that a shark? Yes, it's a cookie cutter shark. And I'm really sorry that you're joining in during my moment of defeat. It's very unfortunate that you're coming in right now. I need to tweet about this now. And I'm going to say, don't look up the pronunciation of Ocean on Google. Worst. Oh, and watch the attached video. Worst mistake of my life. I can't believe it. I have been Ocean Man all along. Feel like you were near a mental breakdown? I've had enough of those lately. Can I not have another one, please? I've been Ocean Man all along. Clotho was right. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna listen to this one last time.
We are looking at how to pronounce this boy's name of Welsh origin. Can be also a girl's name,
Don't say it.
but
Don't
generally
say
masculine. From Welsh, ocean.
I can't deny it. Fuck. Well, I'm gonna have to fucking suffer through this the rest. You know what? Nope. Fucking from now on, I don't accept Osian either. I hear Osian. I definitely. It's close enough that I can't deny it, and I can't fault people for saying Ocean. Not that the last like VTuber being named Ocean. I know. Why? Why? It's like imagine you're fucking like clown, and your name is like I don't know. I don't know what's a generic clown name, right? I don't know, like Sprinkles, right? Or like maybe it's just like Red Nose or some shit. Like fucking that. Okay, what's a better example? Gotta go bye, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Okay, imagine you're like afraid of the dark and your name is like Shadow. Like the fucking irony here, right? It's actually cool you are embracing the power of the fear. That's badass. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. It's a Batman situation. Yeah, fucking Bruce Wayne, he's afraid of bats, right? And so he fucking dresses like a bat to like strike fear at his enemies. That's what I do. You know what I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be a fucking tidal wave washing over my cases. You know what? And I am an unstoppable tsunami that is going to solve cases. That's what I am. It's like being afraid of clowns and being named Pennywise. Thank you for a good example. Exactly. You're like, well, let me go ahead and just look up. Oh, someone says you have approximately 3 seconds to swim me before I look it up. No. Please don't. Please. There we go. Oz, do you like goldfish or clownfishes? I don't like fish. Just in general. I fucking look at a clownfish, and you know what I think of? I think of two fucking things. Number one, I see their soulless fucking eyes staring at me, and I'm like, look at that motherfucker. You have no heart. You have no soul. And the second thing I think about is the fact that goldfish, or not goldfish, clownfish, they can transition and change their gender based off of the needs of their environment, and they can fucking, like, basically a father goldfish, or no, I think goldfish, there's a mother, father, and there's the child, right? And fucking if the mother or father dies, then the child will sometimes become the opposite gender become the gender of the parent that died, and then procreate with their remaining parent, which to me makes the story of Finding Nemo fucking terrible and terrifying, because it's basically just the story of a guy losing his wife, and then if you look at clownfish biology, statistically speaking, he's going and spending his time finding his son, so that way his son can transition to become his daughter, so then they can procreate. That's the story of Finding Nemo if you look at it from a biological lens. Because, like, they're doing it based off of, like, biological urges, right? Of, like, because that's why families stay together in the first place, right? So that's what fucking, what is his name? Marlin, whatever the fuck it is, Marvin, he's just going over here, and he's like, yes, I'm gonna find my son. Right? Like, no, fucking stay away. I hope you don't fucking find Nemo. Fucking get away. Marvin, is that not his name? Is it Marlin? Is that it? Look, a V and an L, they fucking, look, a V is just like a fucking, it's a quirky L. It's just on its side, right? It's just an L at a fucking acute angle, okay? I think it's Marlin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Marlin. It's one of them. It's little Marmar, I like to call him, yeah? It's not Martin? Isn't... It's Marlin? Okay, you know what? You say that with enough confidence, Konami, that I believe you. Oh, you looked it up. Okay, cool. That's why you sounded confident. Well, there you go. Though, for some fucking reason, I remember Dory just fine. Look, my favorite movie about fish will always be Paddock. I'm gonna look this up again. Because Paddock, what it is, it's a Korean film. I believe it's a Korean film anyways. Where, incorrect, Marlin would become the female because the biggest clownfish is always female and the leader. Oh, well, first of all, welcome on in, Dolly. And secondly, thank you for your contribution. My bad. So, no, it's not I'm going to go impregnate my son. It's I'm going to go to my son so he can impregnate me. You mean your favorite isn't Shark Tale? Oh, I don't remember what that... Wait, is that the one I'm thinking of? Is that the atrocious one with, like, whale fish? Like, yeah, whale fish. Will Smith fish? Is that it? Is that Shark Tale? I don't... Or is that a different movie? Anyways, I'm gonna show this. Here's my real favorite... I'm sorry, Cookie Cutter. My favorite film about fish. Paddock. And the reason why is because it is described on Wikipedia as an adult animated musical survival horror drama. So do with that what you will. But basically, it's a horror film from the perspective of the fish. And the humans are the horror monsters. And it's supposed to, like... It's supposed to be, like, a situation where it's supposed to expose the horrors of the fishing industry, and yet it only makes me want to support the fishing industry more. Like, ah, yes, this is the genocide that these freaks are being put through, and I couldn't be any happier about it. You know what? You know what I'm gonna fucking do? You know what I'm gonna fucking do? Maybe I'm gonna fucking order some sushi tonight. Hell, I'll fucking order some sashimi. I'll order some salmon sashimi and just fucking shove that shit down my throat, knowing that I'm at the fucking top of the food chain. Because that... Actually, okay. I kid you not, this was genuinely brought up during one of my... Can you look at the sun? Order some for me too? You know what? I don't have money. So probably not. I return to my lurking now. I've corrected clownfish biology. Well, have a good lurk, and thank you for contributing. But yes, sunfish. Let me look this shit up. Yeah, it's one of these guys. I've seen these guys. I refuse to believe that there's an evolutionary advantage to being a fucking plate. Oh, so you know what? You know what this could be a situation like? Oh, does that picture not fucking work? Okay, let's do this one instead. This is a situation where it's like, you know, you get like a fucking ice cream cone and you get like a fucking waffle cone, right? And so it's like the waffle cone is edible and the fucking, you know, obviously the ice cream is edible. Or like, what is it? It's, just like food that's inside another food that you can eat as well. Or like a stuffed bell pepper, right? That's a great example. You got all like the nice, good shit inside the bell pepper, but then you can also eat the bell pepper itself. I like to think of this guy. You just fucking slice him up, turn him into a plate, and now you serve him on the plate, but the plate is just another fish. So it's like a plate on or like a fish on an edible fish plate. There you fucking go. That's the evolutionary advantage to this, is that now he'll want to get fucking eaten by me like he fucking should, because now he'll actually be a part of something respectable for once in his fucking life. He'll be in my fucking body now. So, you know, I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore. I don't even know what the fuck I've been talking about. How have I been yapping for 2 fucking hours? I ask you this. What was the stream about? What have I been talking about? I'm gonna go ahead and drink more of this. You know what? I've just now decided the stream ends once I finish the drink I have in my can. I don't know how long that'll take. That could be 5 minutes. That could be 5 hours. I don't fucking know. So, cheers, everyone. And no, it's not alcoholic for anybody wondering. No, unfortunately, I am talking about all this shit sober, which is honestly a surprise and I think a testament to how fucking unhinged I am. By that, I know that's kind of like, it sounds weird to say, oh, it's like, it's weird to call yourself unhinged, right? But like, I also acknowledge the fact that there is something mentally wrong with me. Like, I know I'm fucked up in the head, right? And I know that I think illogically. I know that I am an enigma to some. But I just don't fucking care. I'm just gonna keep living my life and thinking the way I think it. If that's the fucking problem to you, then so fucking be it. That's your problem, not mine. But no, I was gonna mention about how I was at work. You know, imagine there I am, doing a detective duty, and I've got a supervisor. And somehow fish gets brought up. And instinctually, you know, just out of habit, I'm just like, ugh, fish. And they're like, oh, what? Do you not eat fish? And then I explain to them that I do eat fish, but not necessarily because I like the taste of fish, but because genuinely, I get real, genuine satisfaction from eating fish because it's fish and I know that I won. I know that my species overpowered theirs. That they were caught in the fucking net. And yes, I know that this is probably some sign of some fucking, like, genuine mental illness. But I don't fucking care. I'm happier this way. Anyways, watch Paddock. It's a great film. I'm gonna go ahead. Well, no, we'll keep the sunfish here. We'll keep the sunfish here. Why not? Fuck it. Enjoys the psychological aspect of eating fish. I do. I fucking do. I mean, don't get me wrong. A fried catfish, oh, fucking amazing. But also, you know what? This is information I don't think you guys are privy to. I've said before that I would never reveal what my least favorite fish is. But it's come naturally up naturally in the conversation. The number one fish that I cannot stand is catfish. There is something about the fucking whiskers of catfish that make me want to fucking grab them by said whiskers and fucking swing them around and then just fucking chunk it out of wall. Just fucking toss it at the wall, watch it smash onto the side of the wall, and then writhe around in pain on the floor. I don't fucking get it. I don't know why catfish specifically. And I feel like this is part of why catfish, probably my favorite fish. And honestly, a good fried catfish, up there with one of my favorite foods. It's like enchiladas and like fried catfish. Get a nice tartar sauce with that as well. Fucking banger. Love it to death. And a part of that might genuinely be my brain just thinking, that's right, that fucker, I won. Oh, what the fuck is that sound? It's probably fine. No, like, in fact, I might even make it a rule that I will not look at catfish on stream because they disgust me so fucking much. Like, even worse than eels. I do not know why. I'm starting to think the old man is the Hannibal Lecter. Oh, what's the fucking sound that Hannibal Lecter makes? He's like, I don't think I picked up. Like the little like fucking like lip quiver that he does. I attempted it. I don't think it was very good. Which, by the way, fantastic movies. Oh, I absolutely love those movies. I had another tangent I wanted to go on, but I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna go ahead and take another sip of my drink while I try to meditate on what that was. Yeah, no fucking idea. The amnesia is real. So instead, I'm gonna just pick something else fucking random. You know what? Let's see if people have fucking responded to my thing on Twitter. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it's people fucking... Oh. Terrible. Terrifying. People realizing that my name, according to some people on the internet, which, by the way, plenty of misinformation on the internet. According to the internet, my name can be pronounced Ocean. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll tell Mama Whitlock to, like, just fucking change my name. Or I guess I could fucking change my name. Actually, I saw somebody say earlier Oswald. Genuinely, there is a world out there where I was an Oswald. I mean this genuinely. That was a name that I possibly, like, before I was Osian, I've been told, anyways, that Oswald was on the table to be my name. Specifically because, you know, it was the prospect of shortening my name to Oz was very interesting. It's like, oh yeah, you know, it's like that little Ozzy, little Oz the detective. Next time he'll pop up with a fake mustache and calling himself Osmosis. See, funnily enough, Osmosis is better than Oswald. For the reason that names sort of have like a rhythm to them, right? And I think that the best names, you know, let's say somebody has two names. The best names are names that have, well, like, assuming you only have, like, first, last, is that there is a number of syllables for each name that are one off from one another, but not the exact same amount of syllables. So I like my name having 3 syllables, then 2 syllables. Osian Whitlock. Or Osmosis Whitlock. But if it were Osian Whitlock or Ocean Whitlock, that sounds a lot clunkier, right? Now, some people can pull that off. Like, you know, I think a good example of a name that I think works despite them being the same number of syllables is Crody from COLLAB. Pardon me? Oro Crony. Oro, I don't fucking care. So, Oro Crony. Osmosis Jones was one of the greatest detectives in fiction. That's true. He's a fantastic detective. Great movie. So, there's that. Or, like, a name that I don't like in HoloLive, and who knows, maybe I'll piss somebody off here, I don't know, is... Wait, no, I don't like that name for different reasons, so now I'm not gonna reveal. But a name I do like that I think has a great rhythm is Takanashi Kiara, right? It's 4 syllables, 3 syllables. Beautiful name, right? And that just shows it's not like a 3-2 or a 2-3 pattern. It's specifically one off from the other. Or Nanashi Mume, right? And I really, really don't like the sound of it if it's the same number of syllables. I think for my name, I could go with a 2-syllable first name if I really wanted to, just because the WD adds more rhythm to it. Like WD Whitlock, right? That already has a rhythm to it. And I can't imagine it saying outside of that rhythm, right? Like let's see, it's hard to not say the WD, but like sort of have like a triplet feel to the W. Like, okay, it's genuinely just hard to say because it's just so natural. And also because of like where the inflection lies, where like, because it's WD Whitlock with that strong emphasis. I don't know, it works for me. Sorry, I'm going on a weird, like, what do you even call that? A rant about, not semantics, about, I know there's a word for it. Oh, I don't remember the word. It's fine, it's fine. Maybe the word will come to me. The word came to me earlier whenever I was trying to remember something. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead, drink just a little bit more of this. Oh, you know what? I looked over at Twitch, and I see people who I'm following, and a lot of them are playing Repo, which reminds me, is that a game I should play? Like, is there interest in me checking that game out? I genuinely, all I know about Repo, I assume you don't just, I assume you say, like, Repo, not just R-E-P-O. The only things I know about him is that the lobby size goes up to 6 players. It's akin to Lethal Company. It's a cooperative team game. And the main characters, the playable characters, I on Twitter said that it reminds me of the Muppets, but I actually think it more so reminds me of Bug Snacks. You don't gotta worry about getting it? Oh, you got me covered? Wait, no, that's so nice. Wait, really? Wait, okay, hold on. Tricks. Don't. This is what I'll say. Tricks. I'm going to trust you with the forbidden knowledge. Yeah, I'm gonna send you what I mean by that real quick. If you're actually offering, this is a skill that I had to work on, was denying gifts. I'm like, no, please, you don't have to. I've just accepted that if somebody wants to offer to gift me something, I'm just gonna accept it. That said, I have one stipulation that I'm gonna send to you right now. Shit, hold on, I dropped something. Okay, I'm gonna send you this. It's already done. No! Wait, hold on. I'm gonna send you the stipulation anyways. Alright, I just sent you my stipulation. So I'll probably, and hopefully that's like an understandable thing. Yeah, I see you fucking already purchased it. Hold on, can I deny it? Can I just say, no, never? Well, I don't have the notification. You know what? We can worry about that. We can worry about that later. Or, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. So, I'll just fucking... I'll deal with it. You should be able to, and then I got you. Oh, I can't? Okay, never mind. See, the part of my brain that's like, everything has to be the same way, is like, I can't stand the idea of not doing that. Sorry, I know I'm speaking very vaguely for something that I can probably just reveal anyways, but... Now, at this point, I'm bound to secrecy because of some cost fallacy. I've already been hiding it, now I want to keep hiding it. Even though I'm notoriously awful at secrets. If there was a secret that I had, you guys would fucking know it in like 3 days. I'm gonna be real. Just wanted to do a nice thing. Well, and I appreciate that. I really do. No, that's incredibly nice. And now I have to fucking play it. So I'll get a group together. And I've got some people in mind. And since Trix, since you're the one who got it for me, maybe I'll go ahead. I'll slip you in on that lobby group of 6, because I didn't know everybody yet. How am I doing this evening? I'm doing quite well, actually. What is that fucking sound? Why does it keep fucking... Why does it keep fucking doing that? Stop fucking yelling at me, screen. Anyways, yeah, I'm calm and fine and collected and totally sane and rational and okay this evening. And I definitely didn't have a fucking break whenever I looked up how to pronounce my name. Me? Breaking? Never. I could never be mind broken. I'm too strong for that. I need somebody to prove me otherwise. But that's besides the point. I'm not supposed to reveal the results of my test. I'm gonna make that a Dotathon goal. Osian's been crashing out since I got here. No, I don't crash out. I spit facts and nothing else, and that's it. I played last night with Clotho, Rixie, Nell, and Anaria, and it was amazing. Yes, I actually did stop by for just a few minutes before realizing I do not want spoilers on the game. I think, because I just pulled up YouTube and I was like, oh, Clotho's perspective. So I just lurked in Clotho's chat for a bit. Which, by the way, I do want to say, I am a bit of a chronic lurker. With a lot of streamers, especially, you know, Next was talents, but also just a lot of people in general. I lurk in a lot of chats, especially on YouTube. And something I really like doing, and YouTube knows this at this point, actually, is that I actually like to view like really small creators. Like I'll just see someone who's like, oh, you've got, 5 viewers. I'll just lurk in your chat for a little bit. And then like if I like their energy, I'll just like go like them on, or like follow them on Twitter, see if they like follow me back. If not, that's fine. I still want to like, I very much believe in supporting small creators because I've made it no secret that, my debut back in July on AniLive was not my original time streaming. My investigations into my past have shown that I've streamed before. And it was such a rewarding feeling whenever I would even get the smallest amount of support. Because, like, I had fucking... No, like, I had, like, no viewers all the time. It's simple as that. Because it's very, very hard to get noticed, right? And so it's so flattering to even have, as a small creator, have 2 people, 3 people watching you. And I am so fucking fortunate to even have this many fucking people. Like, it's already insane to me. And I feel like it's so easy for a lot of people to dehumanize that little number, right? I'm like, oh, okay, that many people are watching me right now. That many fucking people are watching me right now. Like, that many people with that many fucking lives going on their own, they've got their own shit going on, and yet all of you decided to stick around fucking watching me of all people? First of all, why? But secondly, like, that is so fucking flattering. And I feel like it's so easy for people to just simply, as I mentioned, I like that word, dehumanize that number right there. And instead of thinking of that as people, thinking of that as a statistic, right? It's almost like the whole, what is it? What's that one quote? It's like, 100 deaths is a tragedy, 1 million deaths is a statistic, something like that. Where it's like, because you start to not comprehend what that necessarily entails, it's so easy to diminish the impact of it. But I don't want to do that, right? I never want to feel like that, and I don't feel like that. And it's honestly so nice to just have this many people here. And I think that's because I streamed for like 3 fucking years, and I was lucky to get 5 viewers at a time. And even then, most of the time it'd be people coming in and just randomly venting about their life, or as a flesh tuber, it'd be people coming in and calling me daddy. Which was, by the way, I think a big reason why I, wanted to, once again, I don't like breaking immersion too much and unveiling, but a big reason why I wanted to stop, why I wanted to go this route in terms of my content creation, not just because I love this community and love everything about, VTubing as a sphere and as a medium, but also because I was just tired of people coming into my streams and flirting with me. Like, it's fine, like, if you flirt with me here, whatever, I'm probably not going to pay any attention to it. It's because that's just not something I'm particularly interested in the first place. That's not the kind of community I want to foster, but I'm not going to be weirded out by it, right? Because at the very least, you're seeing maybe my model, or maybe it's like my personality and other things. Which, I guess you would expect that I'm more fine with people coming in and explaining or people flirting with me based off of flesh tubing. But that really, I just felt really uncomfortable with that. And maybe, who knows, maybe those people were coming there like,
Oh my goodness, I love your voice. Oh, I love your personality, daddy.
and it's like, it didn't fucking seem that way though, especially because I never would get those comments whenever I wasn't showing my camera. It was exclusively when I was showing my camera. So, I guess do with that knowledge what you will. That said, don't call me daddy in general. I don't think I would ever want to be called daddy. Look, I can be into whatever fucking shit I'm into. I could never be called daddy. I'm gonna study statistics out of spite. Well, I mean, I'm not saying there's anything fucking wrong with statistics. I just mean that, in this case, and in a lot of cases, I wish that statistics didn't dehumanize the impact of what you were actually analyzing so often, right? No, I'm getting pretty close to the bottom of my drink. How long have we been going? Like 2 hours, 15 minutes? Fucking hell. I swear, it's a fucking blur whenever I do chatting streams. I could... Well, we spoke about fish. We spoke about BDSM test. We spoke about breeding Astolfo. I think that's about it. How did I drag that out for almost 2.5 fucking hours? I mean, let's be honest, probably just a lot of repeating myself. I don't know. I don't watch my VODs. I can't stand my voice. So I'm not going to watch this VOD, like, fucking ever. Oh yeah, I was mentioning lurking in streams, and I just saw your message, Trix, which is what reminded me of that. No, I lurk in a lot of YouTube streams in particular, and... Then again, I will say, if it's somebody who I know, usually I'll be active in chat, especially if it's somebody I'm comfortable with. But, you know, sometimes I'll just, like, put a stream on and I'll just be listening to shit in the background doing my own thing. Because I'm definitely the kind of person who I need background noise whenever I'm working. And now usually it will just be, like, random generic playlists of, like, oh, here's a playlist of a bunch of, like, jazzy sounding things. Or, oh, here's a playlist of fantasy music for 8 hours. Like, things like that, right? But... you know, sometimes I just like to I'll throw on a stream and then I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna like brainstorm about world building, or I'm gonna fucking do other, I think D&D is like the only thing I sit down and work on, actually. I'm gonna brainstorm D&D shit. There you go. I'll just generalize it like that. But yeah, I saw Clotho was on YouTube, and so I was like, oh, fucking I'll lurk for a bit. And then I saw, the only thing I saw about the game was I saw a little, like, some gnomes and a frog, and I was like, I feel like I should experience this myself. So I fucking left immediately. And that's it. That's everything I know about Repo. That's right, that's what I was talking about. Let me see if I can deny your gift now, Trix. Why not? Where's the fucking gift? Hold on, did I get a fucking email about it? I do. Did I just accidentally... Oh, did I accidentally just accept it? Wait, did I accidentally just accept the gift? No, I don't think so. Oh, this button? Oh, there we go. Decline! Alright, I'm gonna send my reason. Oh, it says it was refunded. So, Trix, let me know when you're refunded, and then I will... yeah, we can do that properly. But we should be good. Alright, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cheers, everybody. Gonna go enjoy more of my, I feel like I have to say the full thing every time now. Vanilla cola, naturally flavored, zero sugar soda. It's getting warm at this point. It's getting like room temperature, and that's fucking... Why? Why did I do this to myself? Ah, it's fine. I shouldn't have streamed this long. Simple as that. No, okay. Genuinely, though, this is like my favorite time of the day, is whenever I just get to like ramble. Now, I'm gonna be real. After some days, oh, definitely after some days, I kind of don't want to stream. But usually, I'll just make myself stream anyways, and it will just skyrocket my mood, and I'll feel way better about it. Like, streaming always makes me feel better, I feel like. No matter how bad of a mood I'm in. There was literally, I think it was one of the very few streams where I actually deleted the VOD. Where it was the stream back in like early to mid-February, and it was a just chatting stream. And literally right before stream, something terrible happened. And I'm not gonna get into it, but it was literally like I was setting up stream, and then something that put me in a terrible mood happened, and I was just like, I'm already fucking here. I'm just gonna fucking go into this and just talk. And it was, funnily enough, it was a stream talking about a little bit about what had been upsetting me, and it had to do with my move at the time, and yeah, just all that shit, right? And it was literally, why have I been in a bad mood recently? And then got in a terrible mood, but you know what? Just chatting with you guys really did help. Sorry, I feel like I've been so sappy lately. What's gotten into me? Why? What? If I keep this up, you guys might think I fucking care about you guys or something. That'd be terrible. Oh, me caring about you guys? Never! I feel like I've been wearing my hat for too long. I'm gonna go take my hat off and fucking drink some more. All right, there we go. Pardon, I muted myself. I've been losing my voice a lot, like a lot lately. What's up with that? Maybe it's because I keep doing a lot of silly voices. He hates us. No comment. Also, way to out yourself as a Binbo's watcher, Rika. We know now. I actually forget what their fan community is called. But no, Ren Penrose, oh, they're great. I love Ren. I feel like I've got a lot of dream collabs. I feel like they're not somebody who I'd want to collab with for the reason that I feel like I just couldn't match their energy, right? Like I feel like I just wouldn't do good in that collab. There's definitely people where it's like I like some British people. I'm thinking of any British people I like besides Ren Penrose, and I'm failing to think of anybody. Now, for British people I don't like, let's just say this is fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Oh wait, no, there is one British person I like. Alright, gotta go. Gotta wake up in 6 hours. Well, please get some sleep. Please get some sleep, and thank you for stopping by. I mean, I imagine I won't be going for too much longer anyways. Yeah, no, there is a British person I really like. They're a dear friend of mine. They are somebody who did a collab with. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say. Did the Liars Bar collab with. Lovely individual. I love Ramboni. He's such a great guy. Nobody else though. Oh, hi, Mia. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, shit. Friendship? Rika, is this a friendship for... On behalf of Mia? Hi, Mia. Let's see. I think it's super cool how you watch Katana Gatari all the way through and actually finish the show. There you go. There's me praising you. There's me saying a good thing about you. Is that you watched Katana Gatari and you liked it, which means you have at least somewhat good taste in anime. Speaking of which, continuing my PSA from earlier, watch Katana Gatari. Like, all of you. Please. Please. I need you all to watch it so that way we can all then sit down and talk about it and just digest the show together, you know? So we can just be like, oh yes, Katana Gatari. Let's talk about the moral implications of episode 2. I had to make sure you didn't do to her what you did with Trix. Hey, I did end up praising Trix. You can't say I didn't. I got around to it eventually. I just took my time. I'm gonna be honest. I'm quickly getting through this drink, and well, I'm like really quickly getting through it, and I'm wanting to go faster and faster because as it becomes more and more room temperature, it's tasting worse and worse. I feel like it being cold really helps. Okay, hold on. Let's look at my bank account, and I want to decide if I actually want to order something. Do I have food? I'm not going to answer the question because I don't want pity. That said, I am going to go ahead and chill. If you scroll down just a little bit on my Twitch, there should be a thing that says donate, and you can click on that and click on stream elements. And if you go to that page, then you are free to donate as much as you want. But please don't feel obligated to. I do not want to beg for money. That's why I'm gonna do a donathon, because if I'm getting money from you guys, I want... Oh, holy shit. What purchase? Fuck. I didn't realize how much that was. Yeah, we're gonna stick to fucking frozen food. It's okay. I still have a little bit. I'm good. It just means that I'll have to go grocery shopping like a day sooner, but that's fine. But yes, I am gonna go ahead and wrap up in just a moment. If we've got any pressing, fucking questions, comments, concerns, that's what you say. That's what fucking teachers say. That's right. Any last things that need to be said, go right ahead. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up in just a moment while I chug the rest of my 0-calorie vanilla cola naturally flavored 0 sugar soda. Why drink these besides just the flavor? I wonder. Like, what is the point? Why do they exist? Apparently it's vegan. That's nice. It's got tartaric acid. Only one thing, you are awesome. Yeah, I know. Anything else? Come on. If you're gonna start, at least keep it coming. Like, you can at least sing my praises, right? You know, don't just fucking mumble them. No, it's okay. I think you've already sang all my praises. That is, I'm cool. All right. Anyways, cheers, everyone. All right, I'm gonna crush this. There we go. We have finished our drink, which means we're going to find somebody to raid into. And funnily enough, I'm pretty sure somebody who is a regular of mine. Am I gonna out them like this? I probably shouldn't. I'm not gonna out them actually, but I picked out who we're gonna raid into, and funnily enough, they're playing Repo. So I think that's rather fitting, and I'm gonna reach out to some people. I think I know who I want to play Repo with. I've got some ideas. There's like 2 people who I know for sure are on the list, you know? With Trix now being one of them, of course. But yes, thank you all so much for stopping by. We're gonna go ahead and consider this case closed and have a fantastic evening. I will see you all tomorrow. We are starting at 6:30. I'm not gonna out them. No, I'm not. Okay. You will see who it is, obviously, but I'm not gonna explain why I think it's really funny to raid them right now. But yes, I will see you all tomorrow for Chrono Trigger. I'm very, very excited. Yes, have a fantastic evening, everyone. Double BGM.